Hey kids, you're about to listen to a comedy podcast. That means that none of this is medical advice. If you need medical advice or medical care, please contact your doctor.
Welcome to the Jock Doc Podcast,
where we discuss fitness and health and how to incorporate our modern understanding of science and medicine into our daily lives, but without it being so boring. I'm your host, drlondonsmith.com. I would like to begin by apologizing to our listeners. We've received some feedback about the excessive amount of technical medical terms that I've been using, such as basal ganglia calcifications and fresh squeezed milk. So I'll try to temper my terminology to a simpler one in the future. Here to help with that is our producer, Cameron.
Hey, Dr. London, I have something really exciting that I want to talk to you about. It's a really cool opportunity. I got a call today from a little company called LiveJournal.
Okay, is that, so this,
do you remember Live?
It is done live? Yeah, that's the one where you would set up a camera outside my room and you would record the live stream me writing my journal.
Oh, no. That's a completely different site for some of our like Russian clientele. You're not allowed on that site. No. This is LiveJournal. This was like the competitor to Zanga 20 years ago. And LiveJournal, they contacted me, Dr. London, and they want to do an exclusive opportunity with us.
Oh, and I can write stuff? Is that...
You can still do that. You still need to be doing your filmed writing for our Russian clientele. You need to be doing that thing an hour a day like we agreed upon. Otherwise, you're not going to get paid. This is completely separate. We got a call from LiveJournal. They want to work with us, Dr. London. And they're going to allow us to blog on their website.
Oh, and it's exclusively us on the account that we use?
It's an account, so we have to set it up, and whatever, the one I chose was Funny Monkey 2425. I meant to do Funky Monkey because that was, but I typed it in wrong. So that's the username I have so far, and once I confirm this email, once I log into my email and then click this link, we're going to have special secret access to be able to write.
Wait, hold on. You have to get into your email now? Because this
is sort of the tricky part. And why also one of the reasons why I'm coming to you is because I'm trying to get into the JockDoc email. It is, of course, locked down. We regretfully use something called DJ Dylan factor authentication. So instead of two-factor authentication, like, you log into your Gmail and it texts you a code or whatever, we have to answer sort of these riddles 3 that DJ Dylan,
and they're not like,
gives us.
Most of these, would either be a code or like a personal question, these kind of things. These are all just trivia questions about stuff that like I don't think I should know about.
Well, and there's stuff I don't think has an objective answer. There's an essay portion for a lot of it. And it's a lot of it is in your words, describe what are the reasons America got into the Revolutionary War in 1776. And it's just cumbersome, and I'm just wondering if there's a back door that you know of to get into this email. Because, I mean, look at the riddles he has us just to log into the email today. One, it says, it's bigger than a bridge, but smaller than a box. It's faster than a bridge, but slower than a fox. Who am I? The fact that it's even who am I and not even what am I throws me off. See, this is the kind of shit I don't like.
Well, okay, because I'll say, I mean, to answer your question first, like, I don't have a back way in, but I have gotten my grades back from the last few attempts, and there are notes on the essays I've written, and most of them are like, saying, stop trying to name drop your relatives who were involved in the war. That's not a good thing to be name dropping here. It's a lot of like, just telling me like, answer the question, stop trying to like boast about your lineage. Because that is, most of my stuff is like, so-and-so begot so-and-so. Like, it is just a lineage style essay, which is the kind I write. which that's my own style. That's in my words.
And
So,
this
like,
is doing what? This is your factor authentication? This gets you into the
no,
email?
this is me. This is me answering the question of the cause of the Civil War.
Oh, right.
When I got that back,
Yeah.
he had a lot of notes about like that it was way wrong.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it failed, right? And you get 3 attempts, and then you're locked out for a while.
Yeah. So I had to write 3 essays. None of them were, I guess, good enough, which it's just frustrating. So yeah, and then we're locked out forever, I think. Unless I think if you do like a bunch of personal favors for Dylan, then
yeah, some of the riddles just say like wash my car plus 5 points, and I'm like, I didn't know there was a point system. This seems more like some sort of like chore thing or something, chore chart thing. I don't know. Okay, well maybe we can just mail LiveJournal our blog, like physically mail it to them, like write it down. Do you have a pen? We can write the first entry right now, real quick.
I want to help you here. I have charcoal.
Okay.
Because no, it's like fresh out of pens. It's been an issue here.
Okay, the charcoal's fine. I don't see why that would be an issue. So the charcoal, and just write it on the table. We don't have paper or anything. Just say what do blogs do?
Okay, this is another so
blogs teach you how to do something that should take 4 or 5 words, but it's stretched out over sort of
so
like
I
years.
Guess in our words, it'd be kind of like how the 2-factor authentication. So like I would say something like Chad begat Henry, who begat, like, right? This is how blogs go.
I think this sounds. I know for SEO this is going to be great. For SEO this is going to be incredible. So just go ahead and write all that down.
Yep. And then I'll just do ... at the end because I don't like. Hopefully they'll fill in the rest. And then so we mail the table. That's gonna be the plan now.
Yeah, we'll just have to mail the table. And put at the end, so ... and then read more like it's a link, and they'll try to click on the link,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, oh, and it's
gotta go send them internet, and
it's sort of meta that way. But yeah, excited for this opportunity, Dr. London.
Yeah, oh, it's so great. Yeah, it's so excited to partner up. All right, Cameron, we have a sponsor today.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Okay.
It's Caldera Lab, so we know that first impressions matter, and if you're not taking care of your skin, that'll be the first thing someone notices. And you want to show them that you do care about your skin, and you want to make a great first impression with Caldera Lab, where compliments are guaranteed. So,
and guys, let's be real here for a second. This world runs on a few things. Money, that's one of them. Fuel, that's another one. And good skin.
Yes. Yeah.
This is how you get raises at work. This is how you get promoted. This is how you break out into being like a movie star or a TV star. Yeah. Which was, speaking of which,
yeah, okay.
Maybe you watched the Emmys and you saw some familiar faces, not on the red carpet, but you could see us standing on top of a van, like right outside of the red carpet.
Before this person in question was pushed out, like tackled from the commotion being made. Yeah.
And so, but we were just hanging with our buds. Yeah. Cranston was there.
Well, on the red carpet. No, he wasn't.
Well, right, but we were so close to the red carpet on top of that van, just behind that fence.
So I get what Cameron's alluding to. We did pay a visit to the Emmys.
We went to the Emmys, but we only get access like that because of our flawless skin. Like that is, and like the parking spot
was also really good. I guess that was like another small factor in it.
Yes, well, I found the spot a week ago and I just camped it.
Yeah, we got a lot of tickets, a lot of parking tickets there. But
absolutely worth it to spend the evening with Aaron Paul and Pedro Pascal, and again, I couldn't touch them.
No, and hardly see them. Like, we watched most of it on the little TV we brought.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because my binoculars, it doesn't really work when there's just like other vans and stuff in front of me.
And we didn't bring our phones either, so that's why we had to watch on a TV. But anyway, so Caldera Lab creates high-performance men's skincare products, and the regimen leads off their product lineup. It's a twice-a-day routine to transform your skin. Caldera Lab knows that the skincare world is heavily female-driven, and so they are making the solution simple for men. The regimen includes 3 products: the Clean Slate, the Base Layer, and the Good. The Clean Slate starts and ends your day. This face wash leaves all skin types refreshed. The Base Layer is your daily moisturizer to keep your skin hydrated, start your day full of confidence. And the Good is your go-to multifunctional serum at night that helps your skin look tighter and smoother, as well as to reduce the visibility of wrinkles and fine lines. It's packed with antioxidants to protect your skin. There's the Caldera Lab Icon Eye Serum, and that addresses the 3 most common skin concerns around the eye, which is fine lines, dark circles, and puffiness.
Which I have a few other concerns I want to point out there, because Caldera is fantastic for general skin concerns, but for example, one thing that I learned last night while we were at the Emmys is that I didn't win anything. That was the main thing that I learned.
Yeah, which I get. We were all pretty good. So the TV we had to carry up on top of the van because you had a tough time getting down from, you were kind of stuck up there after you got up.
Well, yeah, it was high up there. It was so high.
So we were all watching the TV after you insisted we bring it up there. And eyes just glued to it, trying to see who was going to win what. Because we all showed up. That's the thing. You aren't supposed to be able to collect a trophy unless you show up. So that's it.
Yeah, and I hate when someone wins and they're not there because they're sick or something. Oh yeah, you're too sick to show up. I show up. I was sick as hell, and I was there.
Yeah, that was another. So,
did I win anything, Dr. London?
I'm almost positive that you didn't. The TV also didn't get great reception.
No, it's hard to tell, but they're talking about these different things. They're just the best host for a reality TV show or whatever. Why not give that to me? I have great skin. My skin is amazing.
No.
And that's really all you need for that role. Now, I did not host any reality shows except for the so far unreleased reality show we have for our streaming service.
Yeah.
Which is, it was 14 guys in an apartment, and now I think it's 6.
Yeah. It's been allegedly whittled down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Caldera Lab is a leader in men's skincare made with only top-tier ingredients, and clinical trials have found that 94% of men's skin showed an overall younger-looking appearance after using Caldera Lab for a few weeks. It's a minute, morning and night to reduce your wrinkles, fine lines, and signs of aging. And just for our audience, we have an exclusive offer. This is the best offer available anywhere. Use code JOCKDOC at calderalab.com and get 20% off right now. That's 20% off with code JOCKDOC at calderalab.com and make unforgettable first impressions where compliments are guaranteed. It's 20% off with calderalab.com with code JOCKDOC. And later, Cameron tells me that we can expect a special guest.
That's right.
Yeah, so do look forward to that. But before we move on, I would like to address a bit of listener feedback. So for a long time, our listener demographic was primarily composed of landlords, specifically land dukes. However, in our efforts to cater to them, we found that we were neglecting the many bot accounts that download our podcast. So we've got a lot of feedback from bots on TikTok right now. Just people who want to just get some clarification on things. So let's see, for instance, we had this comment, and this is on our response to our video. There's no way people listen to this, SHIT. At the Big A 1021 said, quote, "You should both get checked for the tism. I've never cringed harder in a 1-minute span." So first of all, thank you so much for that comment. That's really insightful and helpful. Now, I see you said we should both get checked for the tism. Now, Cameron and I don't go to the same appointments anymore. I get that that's a misunderstanding here, but we don't both get checked for the same thing every time we go to the physician. We've tried to become independent in that way.
I would also say if this is the hardest you've ever cringed in your entire life in the last minute, then welcome to our podcast. Welcome to our medical podcast where we can actually help you with this condition that you're having.
Yeah, you should be cringing
out
least.
of pain. Yeah. You should not be cringing that hard just by listening to a nice medical podcast that teaches our audience how to be a doctor, what diseases are, basic snowboarding tips, and sort of like poetry and pottery.
And flossing.
Sort of the
dance
intersection of those two
and
things.
your teeth.
Sure.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for that feedback. We'll try to incorporate that into the future, and we're look forward to that. Okay, and then we have another comment on the same video. At Bear on the Web said, quote, "What?" Crying laughing emoji. "Okay, I believe bro didn't know PPL, but when he said what SHIT stands for, end quote, he knew he was trolling. I knew he was trolling, LOL, end quote." So, you're dropping a lot of these abbreviations again, and you're calling me a troll again.
I was about to say, I really didn't want to get into this because Dr. London doesn't know a lot of like Gen Z lingo and whatnot. But when he's talking about a troll, they're talking about your physical appearance, Dr. London. They're saying you're a very troll-like person. You sort of ooze and have a lot of goopy pus and sort of snarl.
Yeah,
and,
which but that's
stink
all I do. Like
drip
people know that I do that. That's the thing.
You sort of slime around. If slime could be a verb, that's sort of what you're doing at any different.
No, and I get that. And I get that I ask a lot of riddles under bridges. Like, I get that that's, like, what I do on weekends. But why do we have to keep calling it out? As if I'm not hearing a person and trying to... anyway, like, I guess I shouldn't be mad. I'm from the position of authority here.
Dr. London, this is the trade-off of celebrity. You know, if you didn't want to be criticized like this for your looks, then you shouldn't be such a public figure. You know, you're the one who says, you know, I'm going to call the paparazzi to tell them I'm going to Whole Foods. I'm going to get an In Touch this week. You're obsessed with getting an In Touch. And you're like, oh, Dumois. Why doesn't Dumois talk about me anymore? Ever since Selena broke up with me for that clown.
Well, for one thing, I told you that in private. I might work with that clown someday. I don't want to burn any bridges right now. But
yeah.
But yes,
you liked the attention on the gossip blogs about it, though. But this is the other side of that, Dr. London. It's not all just, oh, take a picture of me. Oh, come on my show. Oh, I'm hanging out with Jimmy Fallon playing beer pong with Saddam Hussein. It's not all that. Sometimes it's people online rightfully saying, hey, you've got snot just sort of dripping everywhere. You're sort of hunchbacked.
Disgusting. You have all the traits of a creature that's only
your clothes are tattered.
Mm-hmm. A creature described in fairy tales, but like the old kind of fairy tales where everyone dies, not the Disney fun kind. Yeah. Anyway, so I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for that feedback, and we look forward to hearing more in the future. Now for today's medical topic, Neurofibromatosis Type 1, also known as von Recklinghausen Disease.
This one, you're not going to believe this. I put $10 on this being the topic today.
Okay. Where did you put the $10?
Well, I put it in the pot.
To cook?
Yeah, isn't that the whole point of like gambling and stuff? Like you throw the ante or the bet into the pot.
You cook it up, and then eventually...
And then you sort of hang around. Yeah, people say, let him cook, or always cooking. And then, cha-ching.
Or someone cooked here. Yeah. Old term. Okay. But yeah, that is the point. So neurofibromatosis, or von Recklinghausen disease, is an autosomal dominant neurocutaneous disorder caused by a mutation in chromosome 17. How did you predict that this was going to be the medical lesson today? Like, what... have you been reading up on this?
I mean, Dr. Lennon, what episode is this? A billion?
It's 242, I think. Yes.
This is episode... It's got to be in the 1 or 2 billions at this point, Dr. London. And you think I can't predict what your medical topic of the day is? You think I don't know what it is next week?
I think next week you might have a clue, because today we are covering a type 1 of a disease.
Yeah, the next week is the type 2 of the whatever you just said. The same thing.
Yeah. So neurocutaneous disorders are neurologic conditions that affect the brain, spine, and peripheral nerves, but have manifestations on the skin. You memorize these manifestations so that if you see them, you can be on the lookout for other aspects of the disorder that may be less visible. So patients with neurofibromatosis type 1 classically present with cutaneous neurofibromas, which are soft, flesh-colored lesions attached to peripheral nerves. These can be disfiguring.
Do you want me to basically tell you your future, like what the medical lesson you're going to be doing like a year from now?
Yes. Go ahead.
Well, let's see. In the 12 months, I see you reverting back to your sea shanty ways, maybe falling in love with some sort of mermaid creature, or I mean, those aren't real. That's fictional, so it's a big fish, but no one's going to tell you otherwise.
Yeah, because
you spend your days on the sea.
Pretty harsh.
So a lot of your medical lessons, pivot towards scurvy, seasickness, things like that. And then you're for a couple months, you're really fixated on curing gangrene, especially while out like with only seawater. And so it's one of those things that you're avoiding, admitting that this is happening to you, that maybe like you have some sort of like infection or you had to amputate something and it's getting out of control. But it just so happens that for the last 8 weeks of the show, this is a year from now, you've just been talking a lot about gangrene.
Okay, good to know. Anyway, patients with neurofibromatosis type 1 may have cafe au lait spots, which is kind of like what it sounds like a latte spot, like it's a hypopigmentation of their skin. They can have central nervous system tumors like gliomas and meningiomas. They can have axillary, that's armpit, freckling or inguinal freckling, literally freckles there. They can have iris hamartomas, which are known as leash nodules. These are pigmented aggregates in the eye. And finally, they can have bony lesions or like bowing of the legs, some bone issues. There's no specific treatment for neurofibromatosis type 1, though surgery may be needed for the neurofibromas and tumors. All right, Cameron, you said that we have a guest today. Is that right?
That's right, Dr. London.
All right, hello there. My name is drlondonsmith.com. This is our producer, Cameron. What was your name?
Diana Tang is my name.
Okay. Well, hello there. We're kind of doing a whole medical thing, and we're pretty excited about some journaling we've been doing. So what brings you on the podcast?
Well, what's bringing me on is, again, my name's Diana Tang, but soon to be, since the holidays, you can call me Mrs. Kool-Aid Man.
Why?
I have Dr. London's question as well. Why?
Well, because I'm engaged to the Kool-Aid Man. Like, he finally popped a question. I'm here to announce for everybody that I claim him, okay? Because we're official now.
And so
all the other ladies out there who are claiming to be with the Kool-Aid Man, nuh-uh. He's mine.
Well, we've all seen the fan art of everyone like kind of in sort of suggestive positions with Kool-Aid Man. Like that's obviously a thing, but...
Well, and we've all seen, we were talking about the gossip blogs earlier. We've seen Kool-Aid Man with quite a few young starlets and socialites and, mobsters and like a lot of different kind of cool ass people. But you think, does he know that you've landed him?
Yes, he does. And look, yes, maybe he had a lot of attention back in the day. All right. But let me tell you this. Did anybody else stick with him through the prison years? No, I did.
Well, even I wrote him letters during the prison years. Like, I don't want to, like, it's not like I'm after him, but like, I think you're taking a lot more credit than, because like he and I kept in touch, and I don't know, like I get that you're saying you're committed to him, but I'm just saying maybe you aren't the only one who's a big, maybe not. Just a fan.
Whoa, Dr. London. Okay, let's take a step back here and sort of clear the air and clear the room here. So, as everyone on the show, everyone who listens to the show knows, Dr. London is a big time, huge celebrity who hangs out with all the other celebrities and is in all the gossip blogs and mags and constantly jet setting. And Diana, I assume for you to be so close to the Mr. Kool-Aid Man, you're in the industry as well.
Obviously, we have a long history. Look, I come from the Tang family, so this was like kind of a Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, okay.
We were never supposed to be together, which is why you've never seen me in public. But we're announcing that we are coming together. Tang family or not.
You're sort of an old money socialite. Kool-Aid Man is sort of the classic bad boy. We can sort of see how that conflict plays out. Like Romeo and Juliet, I think it's suicide is usually how it plays out. Dr. London?
Yeah, my take on it is, here's one thing I want to say. Kool-Aid Man has gotten some bad, people have tried to cancel him, okay? I just want to say, it's all misunderstanding, from my interaction with him, I'm just gonna assume Diana's, like, he's been shown in the flight records is what I'm getting at here.
Look, when he was voted creepiest Thanksgiving Day float, that was a tough year. Okay, that was a tough year. He's not creepy. Okay, maybe he breaks walls. Maybe he's intrusive. Okay.
Well, the amount of restraining orders.
But that's not who he is inside. He's very sweet. And I've given up my entire family a fortune because I'm officially never drinking Tang again. I am fully Kool-Aid.
Oh, wow. And that this is a bombshell. DJ Dylan, are you recording this?
Nope.
You should be. That's your only job. But I mean, okay, this is crazy. But wait. Hold on a second. You gave up all your money and you didn't let us know. You didn't let us have some money.
I wasn't giving away. I gave up my trust. Okay, it's in a trust. My sister's single. If any of you are interested.
No, you can trust me. Hey, you can trust me. You can trust me. Look, I know a guy. I can turn. If you give me $5,000, I can turn that into $10,000 tomorrow. I just need the 5 to get started.
Like I said, I have a single sister. If you're interested. She's drank basically 10 times your weight in Tang, but if you're into that trust money.
Are you saying you've never experimented with Tang?
Of course I've experimented with Tang. That's what I grew up on. That's why Kool-Aid Man was forbidden. But do I forbidden love?
Okay, I just want to clarify something here. When Cameron says that he can turn $5,000 into $10,000 in a day, it is an attempt at a magic trick. It's not like a marketing thing. And I know you've been working on the trick, Cameron, but it hasn't worked for the $1 bills. I feel like it won't work. You just say you need more.
Right, I need more to work with. I need a bigger pool. And then I really think I can pull off and figure out the third step.
Yeah. Because the first step is to make it disappear, right?
Yes, and I'm really good at that.
By burning it.
But then sort of getting it back double has been a pain in the ass, but I'm getting there. I'm talking to David Blaine. He's talking to his sister. Because she's really good at magic.
But sorry, Diana, for the distraction there. Just if you were going to give any of us money, wait, hold on. So you're not going to access the trust anymore? Is that what happens?
Well, now that I'm formally announcing the only way that the Kool-Aid family was going to let me in was if I gave up Tang. And so this is my formal announcement. So I'm expecting some angry calls from my mother probably pretty soon. I guess my credit card still works right now. So, I could buy us a pizza or something.
That would be fantastic. That would be so good for me because I have not been eating pizza, so to speak. But sort of the loose ingredients of pizza as I sort of find it scrounging around.
Okay, I'll get you 2 pizzas. How about that? 2 pizzas.
I want to hear more about this Kool-Aid scoop because we don't get into Hollywood gossip that often, but it's super kind of amazing to have this scoop before anyone else, before In Touch, before people, and to actually hear, from, the future. When are the nuptials?
We're still worried. It's just happened over. I'm not going to pressure, but it just happened. So we're going to have to, work a couple details out. We got to tell the family. This is kind of the announcement. So I'm expecting a little bit of pushback, but finally.
You did the right thing by announcing it on a podcast before you tell the family.
Sometimes I feel like sometimes just go big, just put it out there, rip the Band-Aid off, right?
Absolutely. And it wouldn't be such an exclusive for us. You telling your family first wouldn't benefit me and Dr. London in any way. And I'm always trying to tell our guests, why don't you think a little bit harder about what could benefit me and Dr. London just in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, because you have such a vast audience and clearly a celebrity that, everyone will know that, this is happening. Hands off my man.
Dr. Linda, what is your relationship to the Kool-Aid Man? I was a little...
Yeah, what is your relationship to the Kool-Aid
Yeah,
man?
so, well, okay, well, let's not be so harsh. We were roommates in college.
Okay, what college? This is the...
We would go out, get sloshed. Oh, yeah, the college, North Pole.
Oh, North Pole University. Or was this North Pole Tech? Or was this North Pole CC Community College?
Wait, he told me he went to Harvard.
Yeah, we dropped by there sometimes. We definitely hung out, like, because there wasn't much to do in the North Pole. Like, there were a bunch of, like, these little short people, I get, like, or get it's the elves, maybe, but a bunch of creatures hanging around that were really disgusting to us. So me and Kool-Aid Man would head over to Harvard on weekends.
A lot of people don't know this, but you can just buy those Harvard sweatshirts. You know those sweatshirts that say Harvard in big letters? You don't actually have to go to the school and get your degree to get one of those. You can just get it anytime you want.
Interesting. What else do you have to share that I don't know about my fiance?
Okay, so let's see. We were community college roommates. We had sort of an underground mafia thing going, which is, a lot of the sort of corruption for the not only the North Pole, but also sort of like in Eastern Europe. There's a lot of sort of a power struggle, and that dynamic was kind of led by Kool-Aid Man and me. We started a cult together, which is where the term "Don't drink the Kool-Aid" comes from.
And that was that related to the Eastern European?
Oh yeah, for sure. There was
occupation.
Part of it, because like the best way to get people to kind of buy in is to add a religious element to it. So we would use sort of these methods of psychology and manipulation to get these huge swaths of people to do our bidding and to steal for us. And so
Kool-Aid Man's name is on the Epstein flight logs. You are in the like John Gotti dream journal. John Gotti used to, of course, famously kept a dream journal. The Italian mafia crime lord.
Okay, yes.
And he wrote your name in it all the time.
Yeah, and like
you're just thinking about
some of that was just I was with him while he was writing in it, and like I'd be like, "Hey, name drop, man." I'm always telling people to do that. Anyways, that answer your question, or do you need more info on?
Interesting. So you guys were very close. So then he shared the formula with you.
Yeah, but like I told him like I have a better formula, and he got really mad. So that's whenever we like stopped hanging out so much.
But you have the formula.
Do I still have it? I think I threw it out. Like I had said I made. Once again, we lived together. We both made formulas. Mine's better. He marketed his better.
You didn't even listen to his. You were like, okay.
But do you remember any of the formula? I'm just trying to like validate that this is even true, because you're dropping some bombs here that I'm going to have to talk to him about. So, I mean, can you remember the formula?
No, I can back Dr. London up. I mean, you've told me you're friends with Kool-Aid Man, right? He was going to come to your birthday party that one time, but he couldn't make it. He got stuck in traffic, right?
Yeah. Well, I stuck him in traffic. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was that other time, he was going to go to that game. We were going to that lacrosse game together.
Yeah.
And then, but he got stuck in the refrigerator, you said.
Yeah. And that's been happening more often lately. But yeah, he's been trying, like I told you, because I said like, oh, in case you don't believe me for a second, let me just get him on FaceTime real quick, so this isn't some BS thing. And then like his camera was broken.
His camera was broken, and also your camera was broken, and your phone was broken.
Yeah, and then I would make jokes about like, man, and I'm broke. So.
Has he ever broken one of your walls? Because that's a sign of love.
I have anticipated his arrival, and we have got reinforced walls now.
Diana, how are you on this show? Did you get an invite to come on this show from Dr. London?
That's what I was told. I mean, Kool-Aid Man told me to go on the show and announce it.
Dr. London, what is this?
Yeah, what is this,
play?
Dr. London?
This seems like a weird power play.
Okay. So, okay, I guess the real truth here is Kool-Aid Man and I did a lot of this stuff, and then eventually...
What? No, go back. Kool-Aid Man and I did a bunch of stuff, and then...
The mob thing, we did all that, and then we got...
Okay.
And then we got caught, and I took a deal. And that's why he went to prison, and I went to... The deal involved me becoming a doctor. They said, either you don't rat him out, you rat, or we put you through med school, and you get off scot-free, he goes to jail. And also, he didn't care about your formula, remember? So
you didn't even rat. It was just part of the deal that if you became a doctor, he would go to jail.
I'd say, like, they use the word rat a lot, so, like, I can't say it wasn't involved, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
More or less.
Do you know how many years I had to wait for him to get out of prison? Do you know how many years I just sat in my living room alone waiting for him to bust through a door
Can I clarify something here?
Arms around me so I could bathe in his red bath of luscious love because of you?
I just want to say, I saw in the papers the celebrity prison he was at. It is one of those like Martha Stewart-y like country club ones. Also, he seemed pretty comfy.
Also, he was only sentenced for a year, but it was bad behavior the whole time. So he was in there for 20 years, but like
he was comfy, but I wasn't. I missed it. I missed drinking his soul juice.
Even if he's not always truthful, at the end of the day, he is the same anamorphic pitcher man who bust through walls and spent 20 years in prison, right? That hasn't changed. That's the same.
Giving up everything for this. I'm giving up my trust. I'm giving up my family. I'm giving up, my legacy for someone who lies to me and was in the mob. I didn't know this. I thought he was put in jail for breaking walls.
No, he was just put in jail because Dr. London became a doctor. That was the plea deal.
And for anyone who doesn't know, like, who wants to be a doctor, that's how you do it.
I don't even know him. Is this even his, like, that's it. It's coming off.
Yeah, Dr. London, what is the angle here? Are you trying to ruin his life or take revenge or win him over?
Yeah.
Or just drink the juice? I can't really tell at this point.
You want another taste? Once you taste it, you can't go back. I understand, but still, you want another taste? No, he's mine.
Yeah, most of what I want to do is ruin him still. Because I kind of, I felt like I already kind of ruined him once, and it's kind of annoying that he's back.
You're just taking revenge on the fact that he prefers the liquid that he generates from his body compared to your salty Sprite. You've already imprisoned him for 20 years based on that, and you're still seeking revenge?
Okay, well, once again, bad behavior. Like, it was a 1-year sentence.
Right, that's true, and just
he
bad
was just
behavior.
Awful to people.
It was a very small cell. He didn't mean to break all those things.
I don't know, like, the way he has a bit of an attitude. Like, and it's not like it's... I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just saying, like, there's a reason why. But,
or maybe someone was spiking his daily juice with their own recipe that was making him a little bit aggressive. Now that I hear about your juice recipe,
I get thank you so much for being on, Diana Tang. Wow, we learned so much about the drink juices. Congrats on marrying. Do you want to give a shout out to anyone you're a fan of that's not related to Kool-Aid or Tang?
Well, now I'm definitely going to have to go see my psychic medium tarot friend, the Modern Mystic 222. You can find her on Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, she's great, and I'm definitely going to need a reading after this.
I guess we all could use a reading after we get into a relationship, but then are upset that they aren't educated at the same establishment that they claimed to be. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you to our producer Cameron. Thank you to Digital in the House.